I wanted a stand mixer that could handle regular baking without constant babysitting, and this one has been a strong fit for that. The build feels solid and durable, and once it is in place, it stays planted well for most everyday recipes. I can move from batters to dough work without changing my whole workflow, which saves me time in the kitchen.
What I appreciate most is how practical it feels during actual use. Attachment changes are straightforward, speed control is simple, and cleanup is manageable when I wash parts by hand. I can run through cakes, cookie dough, and quick mixes in one session without feeling slowed down. It makes baking feel less like effort and more like a reliable routine.
I noticed the biggest difference in consistency from batch to batch. Hand mixing used to leave me uneven texture, but now I get smoother, more predictable results with less fatigue. Even when I'm doing multiple recipes back to back, the mixer keeps pace and helps me stay organized. That repeatability is what makes it worth using regularly for me.
For heavier tasks, I treat the machine with realistic expectations. It can handle tough mixtures, but I still watch load and speed to keep everything smooth and controlled. When I do that, it performs well and feels dependable. The balance between power, ease, and durability works for my kitchen, especially when I'm baking often throughout the week.
I also like that the machine feels substantial rather than flimsy. The all-metal impression gives me confidence that it will last through frequent use. It is not the lightest appliance to move around, but that weight helps with stability when mixing. Once set up, it becomes a dependable station I can build my recipes around.
Compared with fully manual mixing, this saves me a lot of effort on longer prep days. I can focus on ingredient timing and texture checks while the mixer handles the repetitive work. That lets me move faster without sacrificing quality. When I have multiple items to bake, that efficiency makes a real difference in how smoothly the session goes.
I found this mixer especially useful for larger recipe sessions where consistency matters. Once I set speed and timing correctly, the results are steady and predictable. I still keep an eye on heavier doughs, but for most recipes, it feels very controlled. It gives me confidence to scale up batches without worrying that texture will drift. There are a few practical notes I keep in mind, like using the right attachment and securing it carefully before starting. After a short learning curve, everything became quick and routine. The setup now feels natural, and cleanup stays simple. For regular home baking, that ease of use is a big reason I keep reaching for it.
I also appreciate that it covers a wide range of everyday tasks without needing extra specialized gear. I can handle cake batter, cookie dough, fillings, and lighter dough work in one place. That reduces clutter and keeps my process streamlined. It feels like a dependable core appliance instead of something I use only occasionally.
Overall, this mixer has become a reliable part of my kitchen routine because it balances durability, usability, and consistent output. It may not be perfect for every extreme load, but for frequent home baking it performs strongly. I can work faster, stay organized, and get repeatable results, which is exactly what I needed from a stand mixer.